So just a quick video to show you this whole canvas, and in answer to the question after my storage video, canvases that won't fit in a A3, or is it A2? A2 folder will be hung on trouser hangers like this, and they hang on the back of the door of the snug. But this is just absolutely stunning. I mean, those colours are phenomenal. I had no problems with glue, I had no problems with drills, I had more than enough drills, I didn't run out of any. It is just stunning, and you never quite get the effect of how sparkly they are when they're like this, but if I hang it up the corners droop down. So yeah, I'm very happy with how this came out. Beautiful canvas. So proud to be an affiliate for Diamond Art Club because they are such a fantastic company. So moving on to the dekitting of I Miss You from Mandy Manzano at Diamond Art Club. She is a beauty. So this is a 55 by 76 centimetre canvas in rounds. The colours are stunning. 41 colours. Now this one didn't come with... Now did it come with ABs? Right, it came with two ABs, 128 and 130. So the 128 is the white, and I think, and then we've got the yellow. No, it's pink. We've got a pink and a yellow. I actually did add white ABs into these little stars here additionally, but other than that I haven't changed anything. Absolutely bloody beautiful. I have really enjoyed working on this. It has took me a while, and it has made me realise that I need to change the way that I am working on my projects, but I will come to that when I do my next Whipham chat. The detail is beautiful. Her body on here, the skin tone looks really good. The moon is amazing. The earth looks amazing. It is just a stunning piece of work, and I'm really pleased that I managed to get this finished. So obviously it means that we need to do a dekitting. This will be, now this was going to be going up on my wall, however it may be going to somebody else because somebody saw it who absolutely loved it, and I would do it again. I would do another one. So I'm going to wait and see. I've actually started another project, or I'm carrying on. The person that saw this likes this one in particular, but also likes Mackenzie's Treasure. So I have obviously started Mackenzie's Treasure, so I have been working on that to try and get it done. This person wants it for her son's room at the place where I work, and she is going to pay for the canvas and for me to do it. So she did really like this one, and I sort of said, oh, I want this for my house. So she chose Mackenzie's Treasure, but now I've thought about it, you know, for it obviously means something for her. Her son isn't in a position where he would enjoy normal things, so maybe having something like this in his room would really brighten his day. So I may be passing this one on to somebody else. No issues with the drills whatsoever. I had no issues with the glue. Literally nothing wrong with this. The canvas is beautiful. This has been rolled up so many times because I've taken it to work on it, and not a drill out of place. It's absolutely stunning. So let me get set up to dekit, and I will do that. 1 second. Okay, so let's get ready to kit down this lovely picture. So I'm going to try and see if I can save this sticker. I might not be able to, so I have decided that moving forward I'm going to put these little stickers on my I just don't like losing them. So I hope you're all well. That's not going to come off. It's not going to come off, so we'll give up on that idea. I hope you are all well. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I was working all weekend, so let's leave that on there because it's not coming off. As you saw, I managed to get I Miss You done, so managed to get that finished over work. Now, bearing in mind that I roll these canvases to transport them to work, and not a drill budged compared to the one that I got from New Craft Day, because the fabric's stiffer. Every time I roll it up, I then have to flatten it back out again, and it's just really difficult to do. So just bear that in mind if you are rolling canvases. The better quality canvases do stand up a little bit better. But it's time to kit this down. So I do have quite a few colours left. I've got all these 310 left, including some ABs, but I'm going to do the normal colours first because the ABs are in a ring. So let's take those out, and I'm going to take those out because in here I switched them for the AB. In there I've got normal white, so we're going to leave that there. So this is where my spare storage comes in. So I am using photo boxes, and I have my tabbed cards that I got from Cal Sparkles. These are laminated, so they stand up very, very well. And the first colour I've got is 150. So I need my round bag. I don't have any in there. Now, as I've said before, I have more square than I do round because I haven't always saved my rounds. I was giving them to my mum. I do now save them. At some point I will come up with a project to do with the rounds, but currently the squares are being used in my just getting a bin handy. The squares are being used in my Heaven and Earth project, so I do have more use for them. Look how cleanly that has come off. Beautiful. 166. That's square. So I may not have all of the bags labelled up for these, so I have got my labels to one side. I did find my rogue label. Thank you to everybody who mentioned it. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. Let's just go out a little bit more because I can always bring it in when I edit. So I do keep my squares and my rounds together in the same box. However, my square always goes at the front with my rounds behind it. Just makes it easier for me to find where they are. And luckily today I lost my thumbnail, which actually comes in quite handy when you're taking labels off. So round 310 I've got a lot, so this is probably going to fill this bag up. So we'll get rid of that first, and then I'm just going to pour the remaining bag full in here. So I may need a second bag soon. So I have been working all weekend, 12-hour shifts. There is yet again another bloody change coming up to the rotor, I think. I don't know exactly what's happening, but I have a feeling that a new rotor may be brought in that I haven't got a part hand in. So let's hope that it's predominantly part-time hours, because otherwise I will have to look for another job. I'm not prepared to change again for the sake of somebody else. I think it's high time that they change the rotor to suit me. So yeah, not looking forward to that. I'm going to dump that bag because it is well used. So I do have, as you would expect with 310, pretty hefty bag. Won't be running out of them anytime soon. 321 I do have. so that's handy. So things that I realised, I'm going to do it now. Let's talk about it while I dekit. So I've worked out, I haven't checked the dates because my logbook isn't the most up to date. But I reckon it's taken me about 12 weeks to do I Miss You. And that's mainly because when I first started, I used to do one canvas and one canvas only. And then as the YouTube channel got going, I panicked and thought, you know, these guys are going to get fed up of seeing the same canvas over and over again. And all that it's done is made it slower, because I do work 2 jobs. I do have the resin as well, which I will come back to. That's another story. And I'm just not able to get through the canvases as quick as I'd like. So I was at work on Sunday and I managed to finish I Miss You. And one of the residents' relatives came in and saw it and absolutely fell in love with this picture. So she said to me, she said, could you do another one? I'm sure you wouldn't want to do another one, would you? Actually, yes, I would. Absolutely. I really enjoyed doing I Miss You. It's a beautiful canvas. But because the plan was to hang it up, that was always the plan, I sort of dissuaded her and said, you know, they do other artworks, etc. And she basically wants it for her son's room where I work. And some of the residents in the place that I work are very young. They're relatively young, and they don't have a lot of bright stuff, you know, especially when they're resident full-time. So I had to think about it yesterday. So I took Mackenzie's Treasure to work with me, to work on it, because she would like this canvas by November the 24th. Forgot what I was looking for then. Best will in the world, with the time that I've got, I don't think I can get it done. So I had to think about it this morning, and I've actually decided that I'm going to talk to her, and if she really wants I Miss You, then I'm going to let her have it. I'm gonna let her have that one, and I'll sell her my one, and I will reorder I Miss You and do it again later. Possibly. Because the thing is, I'm nowhere near getting ready to put photos up, you know, pictures up. You know, we've got a lot of decorating to do. So, yeah, I'm going to offer it to her. If she still wants Mackenzie's Treasure, I will come back to what I'm doing with canvases in a minute. But if she still wants Mackenzie's Treasure, that's absolutely fine. I will do Mackenzie's Treasure for her, and I will keep I Miss You. But if I give her I Miss You, I can get the frame for it. She's offered to pay me for the canvas, the frame, and some money for doing it. So I'm not going to lose out. Which then brings me to working on canvases and other things. Right, do I not have a bag? I don't have a bag for 610. So let me get a bag ready. I do have some card, but I will add that in later just because it is in my bag. Where's my 610? They're 8s. There we go. Yeah, I'll add the card in later. So at the minute I currently have one very small painting, which is the Dreamcatcher one. I've been taking that in my bag with me so that if I'm waiting around anywhere, you know, for any decent amount of time, I've got something to do. I also have, I've just started the witch picture, which was the next round canvas after this one. I also have my Heaven and Earth and Mackenzie's Treasure, which means I am really struggling to find time for everything. So if you bear in mind that I am working in the home, I am also doing nails again now, and that is picking up, and it's only going to get busier as we get nearer to Christmas. and I'm struggling, because when I'm filming, I'm trying to get as much content up as I can, but it means that the only time that I'm actually diamond painting is when I'm filming, and I'm not getting as much done as I'd like because I'm constantly swapping and changing canvases. So I have come to a decision. I have decided that I am only going to work on 2 canvases at a time. 647. So let me explain what that means once I found this number. It's quite hard to talk and find numbers at the same time. So I'm currently doing Mackenzie's Treasure, so that's not going to change. If this lady wants Mackenzie's Treasure, then I'm going to make the rest of this month, because she needs it by November the 24th. I'm going to make the rest of this month, or the immediate future, Mackenzie's Treasure alone. Okay, so I'm going to pop the witch one to the side, which I know is frustrating, especially when you guys have voted for it. But I need to narrow down what I'm doing, because I just don't have time. I just don't. Best will in the world. So Mackenzie's Treasure is going to become my main canvas working on. Now I will keep the witch one and do that at any point I get fed up with doing a square canvas, because sometimes you just need a switch. You know, it is a little bit harder doing square, and sometimes, you know, I can get a fair bit done on a round, especially if I'm between clients, and because it's small, it will fit on my dining table, so I can just leave it there in between doing nails and whatever else I'm doing, and just do bits and pieces of it. And the other reason is because in November I want to do the Heaven and Earth event, which means that November I'm then going to lose any chance of working on anything else anyway. And if I've got to get Mackenzie's Treasure done, I'm going to be working on 2 large squares at the same time. So moving forward, I apologise for my washing machine, it's gearing up to go, you know the drill. Moving forward, I am going to do 1 canvas at a time and my Heaven and Earth. Okay, with me so far. So there won't be another vote for a canvas until I've got Mackenzie's Treasure and or the witch one done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch between round and square. So 1 vote, the next vote will be for a round one, because I'll be doing a couple of squares. So we'll do another round one, and then the next time will be square, and so on. And it's purely because I need to manage my time. I have not been able to do resin pours. I've not been able to update Etsy. I missed an order on Etsy because I hadn't had a chance to double check. I can't keep spreading myself this thin, and like I said, I'm going to have even less time once we get into December, because the nails will be so busy. So I am so sorry. I hope that you're not too upset. I understand that a lot of you may like, you know, switching out for the canvases, but there's no point me getting myself in a position where I'm working on so many and I'm not able to do any of them the right way. I do hope you'll understand. Now, me personally, and I was thinking about this is where this has come from. When I watch people's whip and chats, I'm not watching them. I very rarely. I normally watch the first part where they tell me what they're working on and how big it is, etc. And then after that I'm listening. I'm not actually watching. So a lot of the time it doesn't make any difference to me what they're working on. Yes, of course, if you've got a Heaven and Earth project and you like to watch someone work on their Heaven and Earth, then you may look up from time to time, but most of the time you're listening. So I didn't think it would make too much of a difference. So I do hope you'll understand. It also means that I really enjoyed doing the live, and I'd really like to do more of them. And if I'm working on one canvas mainly, it means that I haven't got to faff around putting canvases away, getting another one out, that sort of thing. It means that it's very quick and easy for me to sit there in the morning and go, do you know what, I'm off today, I'll do a live, because it's all set up ready to go. So that being said, I will of course be doing the Heaven and Earth in November, so I do want to get cracking on that. I'm very, very jealous of Penny at Calb Sparkles, because she has managed to do a fair amount of her Heaven and Earth already. She's proper overtaken me. So just by having the 2 canvases on the go, you know, hopefully it will mean more regular finishes. It will mean I can actually do more filming, because I'll be able to do the lives as well as the videos, and you will still have unboxings, kitting ups, etc. to go with that as well. So that's that. Moving on to my second box. This box is getting so heavy. I'm hoping that by the time I get into my craft room, I will be able to organise it enough. I mean, this one I've got a bit more room because it's not got as many in it. So that's that. That's moving forward. With the Etsy shop, I need to get some stuff made. So I am putting it on an away mode until November, to give me a chance to get some more bits and pieces done and up, because at the minute there's not a lot, and I've got some very cute little molds that I want to try for cover minders, so I need some time to replenish the stock, so please bear with me. I also need to make an apology to one of the people that ordered, because I did completely miss the order on Etsy because I had so much other stuff going on. I have posted that out today. It is Monday, and she should get that hopefully tomorrow, if not the day after. I have put an apology in there, and it is just purely because I'm stretching myself too thin. So I need to pull back a little bit, just a little bit. Because what I don't want to do is get to a point where I've got to stop doing YouTube because I can't keep up. There's no fun in that for me. So, yeah, that's my main update. So what else has been going on? Obviously, hubby broke his finger. Today, we had to... Pepper, our dog, was scheduled in for dental surgery. And she's also having tests done to find out what allergies she has, because she has allergies and she struggles quite a lot with her ears and chewing her paws and that sort of thing. So I've had to take Pepper to the vet this morning. Husband is leaving work early because he's got to go to the fracture clinic. And I've got the school run to do. So today, although I'd love today to be diamond painting day, the majority of it, there will be some diamond painting, but there will be a lot more videos on other things, because I need to get that done, as in this kitting down. I also need to do a re-kit at some point. If you saw my storage container I got that had the Tic Tac boxes in, it keeps looking at me. It keeps looking at me, and I know I'm not going to enjoy using it because they're Tic Tac containers. It's my least favourite storage, and it keeps looking at me, and I'm just thinking, do you know what, I'm just going to re-kit it into something else because I don't like it. I'm not going to enjoy working with it. I do, however, love the Luna boxes, although I haven't used them yet. And I did start using my storage system that I made up, and love that as well. So yeah, I'm going to try and find something else to kit that particular painting up into. To be honest, it is a Diamond Art Studio one, and it's been in the voting a few times. It is a square and it hasn't come up yet, so I may just de-kit into bags and stash it away again for a while and do it later, and then I don't have to use storage. 906, so we're getting there. Much easier and quicker with these tabbed cards. Much quicker. If you are new and you have no idea what I'm doing right now, this is my spare drill storage. I use the photo box method as launched by Rebecca at Admiral Zest, but I am using tabbed laminated cards with the colours on, which really helps, especially if you've got cheaper paintings. And these are made by Penny at Calb Sparkles. Because they're laminated, they're gonna last a good long while, because they do get tatty if you've just got card ones. She does also do unlaminated ones as well, but they're fabulous. They're so quick to flick through to find your colours. Really quick. 939. I am, of course, being very careful and making sure I'm pulling out my round bags, because we all know that I have mixed up rounds and squares before, which I still have a mixed bag of. I will get around to doing them at some point, I promise. 945. The problem I've got is because they're white, there's that temptation to just bin them, put them in the oh, okay, that was a storage case just gone everywhere. 945, so that's not in that sheet. Let me find, oh, that's the sheet before, so let's put that in order. Where are you? There we go. 945. So that was a storage case. I've got 2 or 3 little storage cases balanced behind me, and I moved them because I had to get to these boxes, and they've literally just fallen off, which is fine. I can deal with that. Summer house, my husband has done some on it, and I now have pretty much 80% of a wooden floor, which is good. But still a way to go. But nail wise, business is building very quickly, thanks to the fact that there are a few people that I work with that have nails. So I've managed to get those booked in, so my business has doubled in the last 2 or 3 weeks, which is great. Which was a good plan to do it now, because Christmas tends to be quite busy, and that way if the cabin isn't done by then, if it's not ready, it doesn't really matter. I've already got a clientele, so it's all good. 957 in round, I don't have a bag for either. I will say, when I set up my square storage, I actually did label bags up regardless of whether I had any or not. I just labelled all the bags I needed ahead of time. I haven't done it with rounds just because I've never got around to it. So I am just doing them as I go, because I can quickly see whether I've got a bag or not. And I do generally put a piece of card in these bags just to help them stand upright a bit, but I've got enough room, so it doesn't really matter. 977 in round. I do have majority, in fact I think that the biggest majority of my round drills are actually Diamond Art Club, because I started saving them a lot later on. I was giving them to my mum, the original plan, because she used to do rounds all the time, so the original plan was that she would save all the rounds and I would save all the squares. But then I started Diamond Art Club and I couldn't bear to give them to her. So, yeah, set it up later. 991. We do have some, which is good. Now, what I haven't done is I haven't got my spare drill booklet out. to update as I was going. I've completely forgotten until right now. So that's my own fault. But I do have a lot to do today, so it won't take too much to spend an hour or so updating it later. What else have I got to tell you? Not a lot really. Not too much going on. I'm very behind on watching videos at the minute, so I've got a fair few to do. And I do need to do a whip and ramble, because I've got about, I think I've got 50 comments now again. So I might need to do a long whip and ramble again to get through all the comments. But I am doing what I did before. If I've seen it, I'm liking it. If it's something that's time sensitive and needs an answer immediately, I'm answering on the comment. If it's something that can wait, right, 3705. If it's something that can wait, then I'm waiting until I get to the next whip and ramble to do it. So we're nearly there, guys, nearly there. And of course that means now that I've got a 42 bottle case that I can then kit up into. Trying to hold off on kitting up because I have some of the paintings coming. So oh, I don't have to. I've got paintings here. Oh, it's proper going to go now because we've got 3 minutes. I'm going to pause. I will be back in a second. Okay, washing machine has done its duty. So I can return. I have no freaking idea what I was talking about. 3811 is in the next box. So let me just grab that. I kind of feel a lot less frazzled by making the decision to cut down on the canvases that I'm doing. I mean, I'm at the point, I've got like 5 whips on the go and I can't do them all. It's ridiculous. I don't get enough time. So I'm hoping that I will see this lady on Sunday, because I'm doing a covering shift for someone, and I can offer her, I will offer her I Miss You, because she absolutely loved it. She really did. And she originally said, would you mind doing another one? And to avoid having to wait for a canvas to come from Diamond Art Club, etc., I'd sort of offered her Mackenzie's Treasure, but I'm pretty sure that she really did like I Miss You. So, you know, I'll just get another one. 3830. I went to pick out the wrong one then. Have we got rounds? Yes, we have. I've still got an awful lot of colours that I haven't got bags for in rounds, but that's fine. So yeah, I need to have a look and decide what I'm gonna kit up next into this set. I do like the 42 bottle cases. I really do. I love bottle storage. It's so easy to kit up into. It's very, very easy. Right, let's put that on the top because I won't need that. 3844. No, I've only got the square here. 38, so it's going to be on this one, and it is right at the end. So there we go. And by doing the 2 canvases, I can literally just switch between doing my Heaven and Earth and doing this, because I want to make some progress on the Heaven and Earth, which is the whole reason behind doing the Heaven and Earth event in November. However, I do need to say that if you're not doing a Heaven and Earth event, you can still join us. Just do whatever you want to do. It's just a little bit of support to help me progress mine by saying that I'm going to do it as much as I can. I might be able to get a decent chunk done. I mean, it's not going to take me to like halfway or anything. Let's be under no illusions that that's going to happen. But, you know, it has been asked for. Sharon Wild Boar was the person who said that she'd like to see it on a Sunday. And like I said, because I work 2 Sundays a month, I don't really have time to do it on a Sunday, but I can do an event for November, most definitely. Just be prepared for lives at different times of the day. I won't always be able to do them late at night, but I will do them as much as possible. And I was actually a bit gutted Saturday that I was working till late because my husband went out. My plan was that if he was going out for the evening, I could plan a live and do a live late at night because he wasn't here anyway. Just didn't happen. Right, so the last one I've got is 5200. Now, obviously, I've only got these, and my 5200 are in these bags. So that's my round. So this is my mixed bag that I still need to sort out, which is why it's over here. And this is my rounds and my squares. So I'm going to put my squares in there because they're what I've sorted. Now, to be fair, they're not ABs, so I may just chuck those in my leftovers. Because who's got time to sit and sort out squares and rounds, eh? Especially when you've got a huge bag full of them. I absolutely made a complete bosh of that. I also need to now find my ABs because I took them off the hook because I was moving stuff around the other day and I don't know where I've put them. So 5200s can go in there. That is that box finished. So these labels will now go back in this box because that's where I know they're going to be. I'm going to chuck my bags in there as well. And that's that done. So let me put this back and find my rings, which are up here. So I will put these. So this is where I keep my ABs. I do have a set of gems which I'm going to get rid of because I'm not going to be doing special drills. So they're my squares. So I'm going to put my hook, and this is what I'm using. It's just an S hook that I got from IKEA, and I just hook it on to my catch on my lamp because it sits up here. So here's my rounds. So I might have to go searching. So AB08 is the 5200. Now these do have different codes because some are Dreamer Designs and some are Diamond Art Club. Don't really care. I'm going by the colour, to be fair. That's what I'm doing. Have I got a yellow already? No, I don't. So let's steal one of those. So to be fair, I'm probably not even going to label it. So I'm going to steal this bag. I can't even get it open. What I'm going to do is I'm going to steal this bag. I'm going to chuck them gems in there because I'm not going to use them. I'm then going to chuck this, because these are my leftovers, in there. And if this label will come off, yes it will. So I'm going to reuse the label and stick it across there. And that way I don't have to write a new label out. So not too worried about order either. I haven't got a pink in round either. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get one of these bags. I'm going to empty it out. I'm going to chuck that in there. I know you're all cursing. You're all saying, why are you throwing them away, Sam? Don't be lazy. Put them in a different bag, reuse them. Can't be bothered. That is pretty much my life at the minute. I can't be bothered. Let's take that one, and that can go in there as well. So be under no illusions that because I have got an empty case, give me a couple of days to think about what I want to kit up, and there will be a kitting up coming, because you know I like to keep you in your kitting ups. Right, this one in here. I keep my my ABs on a book ring because it's close, and then if I ever feel the need to switch them out and I've got a colour I can use, they're above my head, so I can quickly do it. Now I have done it with I Miss You and added in a white AB. I am also adding white ABs into Mackenzie's Treasure because it doesn't have any ABs, and yeah, it's quite handy to have them close by, so that if I feel the need, I can just find the colour and swap it out. So that is that. That is I Miss You, done and dekitted. Case is ready. There's hardly any residue after them DAC labels, so I will keep that to one side. I'm going to take this off, and I'm just going to use my cheapy little labels in future. Rather than using these labels, and then I'm going to put these labels somewhere and save them, because I don't like wasting stuff. So that is it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the kitting up. I will be back very, very soon with another video. It will be filmed today. I've lost me bit off there, my sheath. So yeah, it will be today, but for now it is over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.